album is called Electra Heart. There are a few themes. I think the main theme is love. And I suppose the side of love which is really about rejection and about talking about things that you don't really like to admit in real life. So it's based around relationships, really. I didn't really discuss love at all on the first album because a lot of songs that are about love are pretty cliches. I suppose I've written about it in a very particular kind of way, splitting the album into two moods. One which is very hesitant about being seen as a victim. You kind of get this impression of someone who's quite tough, and then the other half of the album is quite raw and explicit in its honesty.
Beauty queen on a silver screen, living life like I'm in a dream. I know I've got a big ego, I really don't know why it's such a big deal though.
My writing is definitely autobiographical. I think that's the only reason I write. If, for example, other people wrote my songs and I didn't have the chance to write lyrics, I actually think I wouldn't even bother being a singer. I think that was the only thing that really attracted me to music. It wasn't that I thought I was particularly musical, that I had a good voice. It was just words. A lot of the imagery for this album is taken from Valley of the Dolls. I watched that, I think it was about 9 months ago, and I just loved it. There's quite, there's a campiness to it. I'm quite a camp person. A lot of the visual side of things is based on female archetypes. So you have the suburban housewife, you have suburban youth, you have the homewrecker, you have pin-ups and stars and beauty queens. I am a bit of all of them. I suppose that's why I've picked those specific archetypes, because they resonate with me.
I don't wanna admit that we're not gonna fit. No, I'm not the type that you like. Why don't we just pretend?
This album differs from the Family Jewels in that I was quite worried about letting other people have artistic control in terms of music. So I wasn't trained musically at all. I taught myself piano and I wrote almost all of the album myself, which is pretty much unheard of in pop terms. I was being pressured by a lot of people to try working with other people, and for a while I said no. And then I realised that I wasn't very happy and that I was feeling quite bitter about things. So I thought, I'm going to try a different way of writing because it's not moving on my own. So I found an incredible producer and songwriter called Rick Knowles, and he's based in Santa Monica. And I wrote half of the album with him. And I can honestly say that it was the best decision I've made in my life to write with other people, because it really strengthened me as a lyricist, actually, because I didn't have to worry so much about the musical and technical side of things anymore. So I reckon that the thing that's most different is my voice and the actual music itself. I worked with Dr. Luke and I worked with Greg Kirsten as well to help me realise my vision, because it was very strong from the beginning what I wanted to say. I think I was very concerned that if I worked with American producers, they might try and get me to be someone who I'm not, or I would lose some of my personality. But really, it's been such a refreshing experience. I think when people hear the Luke tracks and the Greg tracks, they'll see that it's a perfect combination of both sides. And yeah, I mean, production-wise, they're amazing, and they really brought something to the record.